Alright fellas, while I'm waiting on the system to finish recovering that Freon, I'm going to walk through some of the tools I use. Actually doing a pretty good job. Is that 3.7 pounds so far. Tank is pretty warm. I'm going to fill up a bucket over here and put some water in it, cool that recovery cylinder down some. Filter is actually sweating, but yeah, I'm gonna walk through a few of the tools I use. As you see, I have my oxygen acetylene set up, a little tool bag, my little pouch I pretty much carry on every job. Now this is my AC bag. I have some soap bubbles to check for leaks, 2 different types. Just my cartridges for my gallo gun, to blowing out those condensate drains. This is my filter drive for that system now. Now here is my nitrogen regulator. I have to buy a pistol carrying case to keep this in. I need to look into getting one to protect it from any damage whatsoever. Just used for flowing nitrogen, as most guys know who do HVAC work. Keep the system from when you braze, and keep any oxidation from forming. That's the purpose of flowing nitrogen in the system. Keep any crud from flowing into it or building up as you're brazing. Now until I get me a either Field Piece S-Man 360 or the Testo 550s, I'm using a Hvac multimeter along with the Hvac 80PK-8, and this is used for getting your temperatures for superheating subcooling. As you can see, comes in very handy for when you're doing your superheat measurements and when you're doing your subcooling. As you can see, it is steadily rising as it's connected on my finger there, even through the glove. Yeah, pretty handy tool, and so I can upgrade and get the digital gauge set. Like I said, it comes in handy. Very good buy. Soap bubbles for finding leaks. A little mirror. Tubing cutter. Actually 2. Safety glasses, need those. Protect your eyes. Gloves to protect your fingers. Safety is very important. Safety is very important. Now when I'm doing my superheat and subcooling to find out if I'm getting the right superheat, I use this super cool slide rule. What you do is you get your indoor wet bulb, you come down here, get your dry bulb, and it tells you your required superheat. Then you go by your vapor pressure, and then over here, once you know your required superheat, and this will tell you your required vapor line temperature. And once you reach that, you have your correct superheat reading. Now for subcooling, you just flip it over, and it's a 3-step process, pretty easy. But yeah, this super cool slide rule comes in pretty handy. It shows you how to connect capacitors, parallel series, and replacing a dual run with two separate capacitors, how to do that. It tells you it has a system diagnostic. Has a wet bulb conversion chart, troubleshooting compressors, troubleshooting TXVs, the Ohm's law. Then if you open it up, it has a duct calculator. It tells you how to correct system airflow, how to test it anyway. During heating with electric heaters or gas heating. But yeah, this super cool slide rule comes in pretty handy for me for getting my target superheat. Then my field piece digital psychrometer to get my wet bulb, my dry bulb dew point, relative humidity. Just a few of my tools I use. I also have the Hillmore tubing bender. I saw Ralph from TNN. He had purchased that one. I was debating between the Yellow Jacket and the Hillmore, and I figure I'll go with the Hillmore. So far it's been working out pretty good for me. Alright guys, I just wanted to make a little short video. I'm still in the process of recovering this refrigerant. Before I do this compressor replacement today, like I said, here's the new compressor. Here's the old one that's coming out, and the reason it's coming out is because at where your start terminal connects on the compressor, it was about to blow. If you can see that dark spot around that terminal, it was just about to go. And over here, we have recovered 6 pounds 12 ounces on a 2.5 ton system. So we still have a little ways to go. Our pressures are still dropping. Our pressures are still dropping. We're getting there, but we're not all the way there yet. The jug is warm. But yeah, guys, this is what my day is about to consist of, and I have another compressor change out tomorrow. It's actually going to be on a Bristol. The guy before me, when they finished the compressor change out over here, they just left his old Bristol back here. Alright fellas, this is it for right now. I'll come back when I start this compressor change out.